Hi guys, welcome to the SparkLand YouTube channel. My name is Hui. I'm your host today. We welcome everyone to join the future of creation. Why? We believe we can co-create with anyone on anything. Today, we are so happy to have Robert Zaremba here. So, hi Robert, how are you?
Hi Hui, pleasure to be here.
Yes, we're so nice to have you here.
Hello everyone. So yes, I'm Robert Zaremba. I'm based in Switzerland. I'm a software engineer, solution architect, and entrepreneur. I have more than 10 years, over 10 years, almost 11 years in fact already of professional experience in that area, and I did everything. Like during studies, started my first startup, then working for Nokia. We were creating like a big system already, like a distributed system across the globe to connect different Nokia units.
Nice.
That was like before the blockchain even was here in the labs. And then like go through like different other endeavors. Yes, and last 5 years I'm in the blockchain rabbit hole and doing an advisory there, solution architecture, smart contract auditing, everything. And now working for Regen Network. I'm proud of myself, like having a family. I'm proud of myself about like trying the different companies, setting up my own company. But yes, the most is like having friends, having people I'm happy to meet, and knowing so many like great friends who, let's say, who are happy to meet me, and the same with the family. Yeah, so like having the family connection.
Awesome. Like freedom to explore, right? Freedom to learn more new things.
Well, it's not about freedom. It's more about like the connections you have, like the state of your mind and of your human, where you know that you are in a like that you have your place in the world, and there are people who are like waiting for you.
Oh, I like that. Sounds like finding the meaning, and then through the connections, and then also your contribution, right? Your contribution to the world. So that's meaningful.
I mean, it's more like the social part of our life.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same, because sometimes you just need a like your voice, your work, your voice can be heard, your work can be noticed, and then you find the people you can either build the relationship or work together. So I think that's
very important, like because I was like trying to catch up so many different things in 2019, but 2020 was rather a focus time.
Right. Kind of having a mindful break, and then
kind of like finishing things I started. I had so many different ideas, and also like with regards to the family,
right,
to spend more time.
Yep, figure out the priorities and then focus on the things that really matters.
So I'm part of the Regen Network team. At Regen Network, we create a system for everything related to regenerative processes, investments, validation. Think about it like an ESG platform for our Mother Earth, our planet, and our civilization as well. Because maybe let's first define what's the regenerative process.
Yep.
So easy way to explain it is looking by the food industry.
Okay.
Yeah, so we know about say bio products. We know about some fair trade, but none of it will say if we are devastating something. So fair trade will tell you that people or some society is not abused. Yes, that we trade the value in a fair way. Yes, that the employees are fairly employed, contracted by the industry.
Interesting.
The bioproducts will tell you that we didn't use pesticides or dangerous hormones or things like that. However, it will not tell you if the farmer or the whole industry was not devastating the land. If you use a soil if you cultivate the same thing on the same soil many times, yes, you will destroy the soil.
Yeah.
So regenerative process is about to preserve the quality of our ecosystem. So the Mother Earth, civilization, us humans, yes, everything which accounts for our sustainability. So we can talk about sustainable finance, sustainable development, and all of these things.
Right.
We call it regenerative process, regenerative network. Really, doing this insight is more about creating the economy and incentives, yes, for the right processes, for the regenerative processes. So today we are talking more and more about ESG investment. Yes, ESG is ecological, social, and governance related investment. So investment which will preserve or make it better.
Makes sense.
And this is a very growing area of investment. So many funds, many corporations, big corporations, yes, are announcing. Last year they announced a lot of funds, a lot of money into that area. Why? Because if you don't do anything, yes, we
Right.
these companies, yes, can reach the culmination point where they will be so high and there will be nothing else to destroy or to take over, and we'll kill each other.
Right.
So let's say that the enterprise or economy.
So is that the marketplace, which is enable corporations, governments who can join and offer?
Our focus is not about creating marketplace, but about creating the economical system.
Got it.
So what we do, so let's take an example of our primary product, carbon credits. We developed a carbon plus program, and with that, farmers. So carbon plus program is really for land stewards and carbon sequestration in the soil. We define the whole process together with U.S. Department of Agriculture and OpenDeals, where when a farmer will respect that program, will follow that program, he will be able to issue carbon credits. Then in the world we have a carbon credit market. There are many companies, governments who have to buy the carbon credits. There are Paris agreements, for example, yes, about reducing and neutralizing our impact. And the fact is that just by doing better agriculture, we could be a carbon neutral. We could still pollute the atmosphere, the planet,
right?
But by doing better processes, we can sequestrate the carbon and put it back in the soil.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So that's our, let's say, first product we developed. Yeah. So this process where the farmer can issue. I mean, our system will issue for the farmer the carbon credits, and then he can sell it in
credit market,
in our network. We are building on a blockchain, and also we are part of the bigger Cosmos ecosystem. Notably, we are the lead team for the Cosmos SDK, and Cosmos is now one of the leading blockchains for creating this it's the leading blockchain for creating domain-specific ledgers or chains.
Perfect. Sounds like we'll have some smart contracts, right, on your ledger. And then what type of the smart contracts you guys will build? Or maybe the ecosystem developers can join and build?
Yes. So Cosmos is a chain. I mean, it's a set of chains of blockchains. So there's no one, but there's a network of them. And this is why we call them domain specific, because each of them can have some very specific purpose. It can be, of course, also a general one, like Ethereum.
Right.
This is what Ethereum is doing. But in our case, so we want to create this. So we create what we call modules, and also create a smart contract on top of the Cosmos Wasm. It's a layer for creating a smart contract. Not native smart contracts inside the Cosmos ecosystem. It's a little bit maybe not going too much into the specifics, so keeping it higher level.
Reusable components, or maybe some kinds of a templates, or they can extend in a sense.
So in the Cosmos, yes, we have the modules which anyone can use.
Yeah.
It's like a smart contract, yes, but a native inside the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
And then you can have options to create your own smart contracts.
Yep.
On top of that layer. Yeah?
Got it.
And there are a few solutions for that. And
perfect.
On the native layer, let's say, what we are building is the eco credit system. So a ledger for the credits.
Right. That will be the common ones. Every use cases probably will share that, right? For the ledger.
Yeah, it's like an asset. Think about it that each eco credit is an asset.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Then a data module. It's about proving and validating the data on the ledger.
Yep.
So it's really connected then to the eco credit, because firstly we need to have a data, and then based on the data and the validation we can create that eco credit. Then of course some DeFi fundamentals and DeFi budgets or smart contracts, which could then use to combine different assets, combine different currencies, and provide it to the bigger world.
Right.
And thanks to the IBC, which is the Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol developed by Cosmos, we can share it directly with the whole ecosystem. And here, notably, it's worth to mention Terra, which is creating the one of the stable coins.
Right. So there are kinds of address into all issues, and you guys don't worry about it. Just the app layer or smart contract layer.
Yeah. So this will guarantee us that we don't silo ourselves, but we have the gate to almost to everywhere. So
right.
All the Ethereum system, all other Cosmos blockchains, even to the Polkadot. Yeah. There is an ongoing work to build IBC with Stargate, which is the framework for building blockchains in Polkadot.
Perfect. Does that mean that you guys will have tokens on your chain or assets that can be transferable, to other blockchain? Is that how we think?
So each credit is in fact a token.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that like an NFT type of idea or totally different?
It's a fractional NFT. We call it fractional NFT because so let's say we are issuing for you. So we can have different class of tokens of eco credits.
Yep.
And the tokens within that class are interchangeable. Yes. But as a user, yes, I want to buy like many of them. So we want to have like this segregation between the token classes. And the vesting of it.
Got it.
But so let's say that's on our asset side, but we also have our own Regen token. It's called XRN, currently in a private sale. Most probably will not have a public sale because everything will go to let's say ecosystem supporters.
Right. That's for different purpose. Right.
So the goal of the XRN token is a utility token in the network. It allows you to be a validator. You can stake in the system.
Yep.
And you will need it if you would need to do like any operation. So a very classical model.
Right, kind of project token, right? Project.
Yes.
How do I make the sustainable, blockchain projects, incentivize?
Yeah, it's like a currency in the system, right? When you need
right.
Which we'll use to pay for the transactions.
Perfect. Yep, I like that. And then you have this, it sounds like each credit program or class you call credit class that will be represented as its own kinds of a token. People actually can issue that. And then
that would be the fractional NFT token.
Those funds probably can also, spark some innovations, right? Like for the
definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, like
support research.
The renaissance of the renaissance of the green energy is only starting. Yes, we will see more and more better resources, better ways to produce energy. And there's a lot of work about like how we can create energy, how we can manage energy, where we should save the energy. If you save the energy, you're also eligible for some rewards.
Right. It's kind of like a new emerging domain, right? There's lots of new area, because we are in this kind of transition or transformation stage.
It is, yes, because our economical model is not designed, yes, for this regeneration. Yes, unfortunately, this is still a fact. Yes, it's easier, for example, to cut a tree and sell it than to plant a new one. And then eventually, yes, this can go up. Yes, so you generate some tokens, you sell it to some bigger organization. This organization will aggregate some tokens and sell it to yet another one. Governments, they have to show that there are regulations, especially, for example, in the Europe Union. Yes, we have the carbon credit quota.
Each country probably have that, right?
So in Europe, it depends on the country. Yes? So
that's true.
In Europe Union, we have a very strict regulations. So each country has a quota about how much CO2 they can produce. That country can produce. If they produce more, they need to buy, to pay for it. Yes, and this goes to a fund, and that fund then is used for the innovation or in general for the health. Yes, thanks for asking that. So it's important to note and to notice that part of the innovation of digital innovations we are experiencing now is thanks to the open source.
Right.
The possibility that we can reuse someone else's work for free is immense. It's uncountable. Yes. It speeds up so much the development and innovation.
One of the projects I super like is really Wikipedia project. It just totally amazed me like a couple of years ago how the project was actually, they still have a very small team, but look at that impact they created for the whole world.
Exactly.
It's just amazing. Yeah.
The education impact of Wikipedia is immense. And happy you mentioned that example, because also every year I'm donating Wikipedia, and everyone who has some money, they should. Because think that, everyone who at least spends some hours, and I'm sure almost everyone who is an internet user spends hours on Wikipedia a year.
Yeah.
Yes, should donate. It doesn't matter how much. It can be $1, can be $10, can be $100.
Absolutely.
It just matters.
Be part of that, right? And then contribute small you can afford
it. It's our obligation, yes, because this keeps the world a better place. This opens the education for everyone.
Right. Wow, amazing. It just like that type of the creation, right? Like type of the creation, which is from execution perspective, they take different route to get there, but I mean, compared to like if you're an agency, if you're the lab, you may have very high profile, the doers, pros, experts there. They may create extraordinary, right, high quality products, but and then make a huge profits. But there's other type of the paths, which is how creation, ideas was bouncing each other and share each other, and they go very slowly, but they already have a certain way to really allow everyone can participate and then bounce, like we do all the time on GitHub, right? So that's a similar model there.
I mean, the whole blockchain revolution is based on this open access. Yeah. So the principle of blockchain is to have the principle we want to do somehow sell to the world or present to the world in a different way, is to have permissionless system which everyone can use and everyone can access. Of course, it doesn't mean that everything is for free. People can pay paid services on top of that.
Right.
Yes? But we need to have the incentivization system. So in blockchain, the incentivization system is the currency supply and the currency economics. And then based on the use of that system, of course, it will be either profitable or not profitable. And then the market rules will apply. Those which are adapted, serve the world in a good way, yes, we'll have a lot of movement there. Movement means economical growth. Economical growth translates to money. And I think those are like very, very inspiring things, especially the hackathons, because this will open your mind to a new reality, new innovation, people who might share the same mindset, and think what are possible in the world. Maybe not like sometimes with the hackathons, yes, you explore things which will be possible in the next 10 years. Tomorrow.
Right. Exactly. Build relationships, together.
Open your mind.
Yeah.
Open your mind, yes, and also, yes, like be wise about which company do you join. Do you want to join a company which is like an incumbent, doesn't just tries to preserve their own status quo? Yeah, sometimes myself, usually I was like choosing a money-wise worse opportunity, but it was better for me because it was more interesting. I knew that I contribute to the goals I want to contribute. I do the life I want to live. Or I want to find something myself in the next 10 years. And I want to contribute to there, to be in that situation.